podcast is intended for mature audiences. The views and opinions expressed are those of the panelists and do not reflect in any way those of the podcast partners, sponsors, or affiliates. Enjoy.
Hi, this is Michael Buffer, and you're listening to the Voice of the People. Let's get ready for Boxing Voice.
Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling. Every day I'm hustling.
No matter what nobody say, man. Spirit, can't nobody fuck with me, man. You know, I can't be fucked with, you know.
Beyonce Productions.
Whether you pay to see me win, or you pay to see me lose, you're gonna pay. Fuck it, the kids still gotta eat. I don't have to watch, any footage of a fighter. I mean, because I'm Floyd Mayweather, everybody gotta watch me. I knew eventually I was gonna have to fight Oscar Nova. I feel like he was straight up and down, no special effects.
BoxingVoice.com.
How can Canelo have the biggest deal? Your deal is for $300 million, and I made $350 million just in one fight. And you're fighting on an app.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm a king, okay? I eat a feast. Every time I eat a feast. And when I get up from the table, I don't give a fuck who get the leftovers. At the end of the day, follow my green print.
Beyonce Productions.
BoxingVoice.com.
Good morning, TBV. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another glorious Monday morning. Get up out your bed and on your way to work. Light it up, light it up, light it up if you smoke one, and if not, get your cup of Joe. It's time to talk some boxing. You already know that's GTO on all forms of Instagram and social media. Catch me there. If you want to talk about anything, boxing or border wars, hit me up, man. Go ahead and convert into a border wars fighter, man. Yo, buenos dias. Toronto, Canada. What's going on, Francis?
What's up, y'all? Sorry, I had to exhale real quick. Yeah, man, thank you for everybody showing up this morning. TBV, another day. We went away for a couple of days, but we back with another good show. Thank you to the man upstairs for another one, man. Without him, all this wouldn't be possible. Thank you to you, because without you also, none of this would be possible. Dust your feet off, wash your hands, put some sanitizer on, and smash that like and subscribe button. It don't cost you nothing. Let's go.
Let's go, bruh. So, obviously, we're here to discuss, Errol Spence, Manny Pacquiao, and that possibility. Even last night, I didn't think this was an option. Pacquiao picks you, but that may be the case. Senator Manny Pacquiao came out and said he was impressed with the way Earl looked and said that he would like to fight him. Now, that doesn't mean he's going to fight him. That doesn't mean it's going to happen next in the summer, like Spence, reminded us that he'd be coming back summer of 2021. But listen, maybe we misunderstood the writing on the wall. Maybe they asked us on PBC, on Fox social media, who's next? And they put both of the opponents that they plan to face, that they plan to have in front of Earl, being Pacquiao and Crawford, and did it backwards. Warmed you up with that first Crawford pick, but then showing you the senator, the legend, and, how real is this option? How real is this option? I thought they was just dangling the carrot, but Sean Gibbons also spoke to Kevin Iole and indicated the same thing, that, Pacquiao explained to him that he would be interested in that fight and that he was impressed. But that kind of shocked me. I wonder if Pacquiao seen something the way Mikey thought he seen something. I know that even JT or J-Mac expressed yesterday how no one's really ever hit Earl with this many power shots, and maybe that's what got Pacquiao's juices flowing. But Kevin Iole of Yahoo Sports, longtime journalist there, says he talked to Sean Gibbons of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, who let him know that Pacquiao liked what he saw in Spence, who's now 27-0 with 21 KOs, and is interested in facing him. So, I guess that's the question to you, the callers, everybody in the chat. Do you believe PACMAN fights him?
Yeah, definitely. Well, let's pull it back a little bit. We got to remember, sir, Senator Manny Pacquiao has a tight schedule based on being a senator in the Philippines. So he can only fight at certain times a year, maybe once, maybe twice a year, based on his schedule. That schedule of summer is usually the time that Manny likes to fight because the Senate is closed at that time and he's able to move around freely and travel without any restrictions. So if you keep that summer date in mind, it looks very promising, right? Okay, cool. Manny Pacquiao looked at a Keith Thurman, right, after jumping in the ring versus Sean Porter and Errol Spence. Errol won. He didn't want to fight because he probably thought, let me take a better route. You know what I'm saying? Let me pick off Keith Thurman, who's kind of semi-injured, semi-inactive. I can pick him off. You know what I mean? And let's see how Errol does in his next fight. And then, you know what I'm saying? We'll see it happen. Look at this happening now. I love it. I love the fact that this fight, Manny Pacquiao wants to fight because Manny Pacquiao is like, yo, one, I can cash out. I can make another big bag before I go. We could probably do it on pay-per-view. That would make 4 pay-per-views in a row for Errol Spence. You know what I'm saying? And they probably can do it in Texas too. Again, if not, they could do it in Vegas and probably sell out. I love it. I love this idea. Manny Pacquiao's thinking smart. Would we want Bud first? We've been asking for Bud first. So, of course, you're going to want Bud first. But we talk about Manny Pacquiao. You don't choose Manny Pacquiao. Like you said, Ness, he chooses you.
Yeah, I'm with you. The dates kind of line up. Pacquiao fought in July versus Thurman. You know, if Earl's saying he wants to fight in the summer, it lines up with the availability of Pacquiao. And it would add to the belt collection. So I can see the business move in it. And I feel the network doing the groundwork to prepare their viewers for it. I just don't know that I believe that PACMAN wants to fight him when he has Conor McGregor options. You know, and then you got to look at the pressure he has on his shoulders. You know, Mike Tyson just shook up the world. Floyd just shook up the world. Is he really going to shake up the world fighting Earl? He'll shake up those hardcores, you know. He'll shake up the experts like, oh, wow, he's really facing a dangerous young in his prime welterweight. But is he going to get that crossover appeal? Is he going to make the millions of pay-per-views that Floyd and Logan Paul are going to make? Is he going to make the 1.6 that Roy and Mike Tyson made? That's the question he has to ask himself, and that's what you have to ask yourself when you believe that this is going to happen or that this is an option. You know, is McGregor not a bigger option, or was that just, you know, fake news?
Nah, that was... Yeah,
who's out there that isn't fake news that is a bigger fight for Pacquiao than Earl? Is Mikey a bigger fight? You know? Danny lost, so that's off the table. So, you know, where does Pacquiao go if not towards Earl for a big fight?
Terence Crawford.
So you said yesterday that Crawford versus Terence isn't bigger than Earl versus Canelo, but you still think it's a big fight. No, I just want to be clear.
Yeah, I do. I still think it's a big fight. Absolutely. Matter of fact, and that's where Earl's in a good position because Canelo might also say, yo, I like the performance he put on against Danny Garcia. He be dominating his opponents. I might want that fight. Now Earl has an option to choose between Canelo and Manny Pacquiao, given obviously Canelo doesn't lose to Callum Smith, right? We're looking a little bit far ahead, but if you're hypothetically speaking, I personally would prefer if that Pacquiao fights Earl, and if he can't get that fight, Terence Crawford would be the next best fight for Pacquiao. So you asked the question, where would Pacquiao go from here if he doesn't get the Errol Spence fight, right? Next stop would be Terence.
Definitely, but I don't think it's Terence. You know, not only do we have Sean Gibbons, who spoke to Kevin Iole, but then you got Pacquiao himself, who took to his own verified Twitter and congratulated Earl. You know, took the time out to do that. Obviously, Terence Crawford has won many fights and was never congratulated by Manny Pacquiao. He says, welcome back at Errol Spence Jr. Congratulations on your victory. Now, am I reading too much in between these lines? Or is this him letting his fans know, like, we see something? Yeah, he beat Danny, but he ain't all the way back. He took a lot of shots. I could get in and out. I'm faster than Danny.
The reason why I feel like Pacquiao, definitely, I know Pacquiao wanted to reach out to Earl is because let's not forget, people, Earl was still 90 feet from his Ferrari that flipped multiple times in the street. People don't survive from accidents like that. One, and if you do, you're probably really badly banged up. You know what I'm saying? And he came back and dominated a prime Danny Garcia. That's enough to stand up and give somebody a clap and applaud them, in my opinion. And I think Manny Pacquiao seems that he's echoing the same sentiments. How do you feel?
I think I said it, man. I think he's eyeing him, man. I think they setting it up. I think that the groundwork is there. Like, you got Manny Pacquiao tweeting about you. Again, who's he tweeting about? McGregor, Floyd, now Earl. The signs are there. Has he ever tweeted about Mikey? I'm not really sure, you know? So the signs are there. You know,
no, I haven't
obviously
really
Floyd is fighting.
That, no.
Floyd is fighting in February, and that's what I mean. Again, the pressure is on Pacquiao. All the other look, AJ's about to fight. It's fight week for AJ. You know, Canelo fights in December. He's got to turn up. He's got to come with something correct, or he can't get a $20 million check. It's just that simple. If it ain't an official fight, it ain't gonna happen. It's got to be something good.
And you're saying that the only thing that would be good would be Errol Spence. For him, that's the only news that could probably
I'm not
shake it
saying
up to
that's
go up
the
against
only
Logan
news.
Paul, Floyd, to go up against like all the big like AJ Pulev, all those fights and stuff like that.
I'm not saying it's the only news. I'm saying what is bigger? What is bigger? What is bigger? You know? That's what I'm saying. What does he have out there that's bigger than this? You know?
The only thing would be...
And look at the setup. Look at the setup. Look at this fake professionalism, right? You know what I'm saying? Earl comes right back and says, thanks, buddy. I mean, when have we seen Earl talk like that? Thanks, buddy. They setting it up, man. It starts on social media first. They building it up. He said he ain't fighting until the summer. Pacquiao, you said, only fights when he's available, which we know is the summer or November, which leads us to believe that this is being set up for a nice, long, 6-7 month buildup, you know, properly done to get a pay-per-view of this magnitude out there like that.
That's number 4, right? That would be number 4 in a row, right?
If he goes in a row.
If
he goes in a row. You know, he did take care of his mandatory with the WBC, but I don't know if that was a joint because I thought I read something, right, where because he was injured, he petitioned to have both mandatories in one. So I don't know.
Hey, Ness, you know what you're not forgetting? The people out there, you know what you're not forgetting? Errol Spence is in such a great position that if he doesn't have to fight a mandatory, and even if he does, he might go on pay-per-view 4 times in a row because he has Pacquiao option, he got Terence option, he got Canelo option. Those are all pay-per-view fights. Them 3 especially are pay-per-view fights. Are you in disagreement or agreement with me? That a Terence, a Pacquiao, and a Canelo fight are pay-per-view fights. So that's 4.
I'm with you. I think that he needs to
that's a list, man.
I think he needs to also hear exactly what it is that you're saying and make sure that he jumps on that because guess what? Not too many people can do that and not too many before him got to do it. So take advantage and get your money, you know what I mean? Get your money because if you don't get it now, there's no guarantee that you can get it later.
Which fight would you want? If he had those three was laid at your feet and you had to choose, which one would you choose, Ness? As if you're playing the Royal Errol Spence fighter, you have Terence, Canelo, and Manny. all want to fight you summer 2021. Which fight you taking?
I would go for Canelo, come back to Manny, then Terence. I mean, obviously, I'm looking for generational wealth. You can't ask me what would I do if I was Errol, because I don't know what it is to have the money of Errol Spence. So I'm coming in to Earl's life with my hunger. And because of my hunger, I want 100,000 people cheering against me or with me. And I want also the big check that goes along with fighting Canelo Alvarez.
So now the comfortable talks come back in play, right? When Terence used to say he comfortable taking the money from Top Rank, he not greedy. So it comes back to how comfortable Errol Spence is in his life at that particular point, or any fighter, to choose whether or not they want to go legacy route. They want to go, well, they all legacy fights, so to speak, but Manny Pacquiao being a bigger legend, or they want to go Canelo with the bigger money, or, you know what I'm saying, the guy who they say is the best out there. You know what I mean? You would be considered the best out there, correct or incorrect?
I mean, who would be considered? Crawford?
Yeah.
And you
Like,
saying
Crawford
Pacquiao would go with him?
They're saying Crawford currently right now is the best at 147. Manny Pacquiao's a legend, and Canelo's the big cash cow.
Mm-hmm.
So which one of those would Earl want to take? It all depends on how comfortable he is in his life right now. Does he want a legend? Huh?
Absolutely, but I think that I know Pacquiao's a living legend, but I think that Canelo is a legend in his own right with everything that he's done. And, either scalp that Earl goes after is a big one. But, again, if you're asking me to guide him, Canelo, Pacquiao, Crawford. Real quick, I just want to screen share a poll from back in March that Pacquiao put out asking his public who they want to see him fight. And back in March, which is obviously before January when he picked Thurman, they wanted Floyd, 73%, but he picked the second highest voted fighter. Out of 80,000 votes, Keith Thurman, one-time Thurman, got 12.7%, significantly higher than anyone else. So Pacquiao went with him. But Earl was not on this poll, and this was March 2019, right? So, now Earl's on the radar. All that means is now Earl is on the radar. Right. Why wasn't he on the radar before? I don't know. When he at least had done significant pay-per-views and, he had knocked off one of the names on Pacquiao's list. But now he, being Earl, has eliminated two of those names. Pacquiao eliminated the other name. Floyd is in a big fight himself. So there is no one left for Pacquiao to face but Errol Spence, unless he goes across the street to fight Bud. So it comes down to what he believes is the easier fight. And, while people don't want to hear that word, that's just the truth. This is a business. Which one are we sure we can get the win on?
Yo, I got to stop doing it. I know I do it personally. And, Errol, I apologize. I keep saying Earl, but it's Errol. I apologize. I know you said it too, Ness. You messed up people's name. But, yeah, shout out to Errol. Yeah, definitely. I agree with you, everything that you said, brother. I agree with you, everything that you said. The time is now. They're building it up beautifully, you know what I mean, for the summer. There'll be enough time for Pacquiao to get himself in shape, do his obligations in the Philippines, you know what I'm saying, being a senator, and give Earl enough time to rest up, enjoy his newborn son with his girlfriend and his two daughters, his farm, you know what I mean, build it up. I'm looking forward to get the back-end pay-per-view money, you know what I'm saying, to enjoy that a little bit. I'm looking forward to him getting the opportunity. I've never seen Danny Garcia touched up like this before, man. I've seen him fight Keith and Sean. He's never spoken about his opponents the way that he spoke about Earl, and I was surprised. And that's one of the reasons why Manny Pacquiao is like, that's the type of fights that I want to get myself into, the big fights. I think they personally can do about 50, 60,000 if everything goes back to regular at Cowboy Stadium. But if not, they can do the same numbers they just did, 20, 30,000 people. At Cowboy Stadium. What do you think? Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence. Errol.
I mean, you're going to have to hold it down. I got to handle this.
All right, cool, no problem. I got you. Right. What's going on? Listen, public service announcement. While we at it, man, we get an opportunity. Public service announcement. Go ahead and smash that thumbs up button. Smash the subscribe button. It doesn't help. It doesn't cost anything, but it helps with the visibility of the show, and it does help us grow. We're trying to get to that goal of 118,000. Shout out to you, and you. Shout out to all the truck drivers out there. Shout out to everybody that's on their way to work, everybody that's at the house making breakfast, everybody that's having coffee, sitting down, chilling, whatever you're doing right now, and you tune in to TBV. We appreciate you. We thank you very much for you taking your precious time listening to us. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and check out the memberships on YouTube. Also, go ahead and check out Patreon. There's something there for you. Shout out to all our Boat Awards participants, the sponsors, everybody that was a part of the event we just had on Saturday. Same day Errol Spence fought. It was amazing. Great turnout. We're looking forward to the next one. It lived up to the hype of what it was supposed to be. It was amazing. And then we had Errol Spence, Danny Garcia fight. The whole card lived up to the hype. The whole card was amazing. Everybody showed up and they showed out. Errol Spence didn't get the stoppage, but he definitely, dominated Danny Garcia. The jab was on point. Everything was on point. And now the question is, Manny Senator Pacquiao is happy to see the performance he had against Danny Garcia, which is Errol. When he jumped in the ring and Errol asked him, yo, you want to fight here? I know me and you for sure. We can do 50, 60,000 here. Manny Pacquiao kind of stuttered and he kind of paused a little bit, and that fight didn't happen. But look at it. Everything come back full circle. Errol continues to prove that he is the goods and that he can carry one side of a show. And now PACMAN is looking at it like, yo, this is the opportunity. Who else out there that can carry a show? You're looking at Errol Spence, the unified. Defended both his titles now. The unified welterweight champion of the world, looking to take on, Manny Pacquiao to grab that WBA strap, and hopefully we can have a super fight. Late 2021, Terence Crawford, Errol Spence for undisputed for all the titles. I think that's a roadmap that looked like it's set up in there. Hopefully we don't got no mandatories in between it that would slow it down. But if we can get Pacquiao and Errol fighting in the summer, we might be able to get Terence, if Errol wins, Terence and if Errol doesn't win, I think Pacquiao would try and fight Terence same way for undisputed at the end of the year, 2021. I'm looking forward to that. That's amazing. Shout out to everybody out there who tuned into the fight, who went and paid for the pay-per-view, to support Errol Spence, and everybody who tuned into our live show right here. We was out there in Dallas acting a fool, having a great time with y'all on the live stream, and everybody that was with us, man. Let us know in the comment section. Jump on the phone line. If you've never called in, you see the number right there. Call in. Let us know what you feel. Do you think that Manny Pacquiao and Errol Spence will fight summer 2021? Do you think that's possible with the schedule of Senator Manny Pacquiao and with Errol Spence's dominant performance over one Danny Garcia, the undisputed 140-pound champion, the WBC welterweight champion, Danny Swift Garcia, was beaten from pillar to post by Errol Spence, in my opinion, but put on a great show. The counter was on it, but the jab was on point. The jab was on point. So, listen, man. I was listening to the post-fight press conference, and I listened to both fighters giving their take on it. We didn't really get into it, so while we got some time, we're going to get into it real quick. And shout out to both fighters. Angel said Danny didn't get off. He didn't let his hands go. He didn't get busy.
That's the story of his life, though, man. We've been saying that Danny doesn't let his hands go enough for a long time, man. He gets comfortable in counterpunching, and because he's so good at it, he sits around and waits for that and thinks kind of like punches, like, I'm going to land this counter and it'll be over. And, he's not right. He's not right because he doesn't have concussing power. You know what I mean? Yes, he's flattened some dudes, but it's not concussing on a high level, and not in terms of welterweights anyway.
So he believes the hype in his power. Then is what you're saying.
That, or he don't like to get hit, so he stays so defensive so he could block up. You know what I mean? The less you throw, it's the same Adrian Broner story. That's what I'm saying. Maybe him and Broner next. It's still a fight I wanted. You know, they teased that a long time ago. The fact that we never got that was the first PBC, side-by-side picture they made, PBC as a company, and they never gave us that fight. You know, you had I think it was Danny slitting his throat in the face-off, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I would still take that. And for Danny, it would be better for him to get a win like that and then ride off into the sunset, or use that win to turn back into the top level. You know, if you flatten Broner, again, it's the same thing I told Crawford. If you knock out Broner, you make a statement. Can Danny knock out Broner? You know, obviously Danny lets his hands go. You want to believe in theory more than Broner, but those two dudes don't really let their hands go.
So but when you listen to the other side of the interview, Danny pretty much told you the story. He pretty much said, yo, the jab messed up my timing. The jab threw me off. Like, his jab is great. And you don't hear fighters say things. He said his jab was on point, and he was the strongest out of the three between Sean and Keith. By far, he was the strongest out of the three. So you're looking at the Angels saying that Danny didn't get busy, and that's why he lost pretty much the two big fights or three fights he stepped up in. But Danny's saying, I couldn't get around the jab. The jab was in my face all night. There's nothing I could do about it. I couldn't get off. I couldn't, I had one or two good moments, but the jab was too much. How do you feel about that, Ness? It's two different stories, right? The trainer and the fighter.
All great trainers tell you the same thing, man. They tell you that it starts with a jab, that everything comes off the jab, and that a jab could win the fight. Joe Joyce proved that to us. And now Errol has done it twice on this top level. And that's what I said. A lot of people are not happy with the performance. And even Errol, if you check his Twitter, he said, I could box, but I hate when I do because it's boring as fuck or some shit like that. I'm paraphrasing, right? So even though I'm not, it's very close to that. I could try and find it. But, the thing is, Floyd made a career of boxing. And if you can do that to the top, damn.
Easy like that?
Earl really going out. He said, who make PBC merch? Shit ugly. yo, my man really telling us how he feel. Let's see, where is that? I'm looking for that tweet, man.
That tweet, yeah.
Here we go. I do much better when I box, but the shit just boring to me. And that's what a lot of people felt, right? Like, oh, he boxed in this fight with Danny. It was boring. He could have did more. Some of the bud tenders, like, oh, he did good. He looked good, but it was boring. That's why I like Bud. He get him out of there. And you gotta think about that. Like, Bud is going the extra mile, knocking them dudes out. I guess the only difference is level of opposition. Cat Velasquez ain't Mikey. And, Benavidez ain't Danny.
And I'm asking you,
Jeff Horn definitely ain't Sean. So maybe that's why Earl's going UDs. And that's what Canelo said. They like, oh, he said, yo, I got tight fights because I'm fighting the best. Earl's fighting the best in his division, not the best of the rest. He's fighting the best in his division. And like we already showed you from the last tweet, they, being he and Pacquiao, have eliminated all the PBC names. So no matter what you may feel, any disdain you might have had, that time period is over. There's only two names left, and that's Pacquiao and Crawford. So we are there. 2021, we can see this fight. Now, the only way this fight gets pushed back further, in my opinion, Francis, is if Canelo really gives Earl that option. Then obviously that pushes us back maybe half a year or more, depending on any damage sustained. Or if Earl wins, then the fucking fight is done, right? Like, because now Earl's a full 160. He's got to defend in the rematch with Canelo or stay there and accept all the glory that is beating Canelo in his prime.
Yep, I agree with that 100%. And I had said that previous that the only thing that would stop
endorphins, man. Yo, we lost you.
Man.
We lost you, man.
Yeah.
Skype took you into the abyss, man, but I held it down. What you was about to say?
No, I would say that I remember the only thing, two things that could stop it is either mandatory or Canelo, and I don't think a mandatory can slow down the unification bout between Earl and Manny. So really and truly, the only thing that could slow that the order of Pacquiao Terence for 2021 would be Canelo.
Yeah.
That'd be the only roadblock.
Yeah, because there's nothing else there. You know, yeah, Sean Porter is there technically on paper, but ain't nobody gonna tell me that Mauricio is gonna say, nah, I want Porter to have his mandatory with Earl, which he just had it with Danny. I mean, there's no way Mauricio's gonna say, I want Earl to have his mandatory with Porter, even though he just had it with Danny. So they're not calling the man, even though Porter's in that position, he's not in that position just yet. And he ain't gonna do that if he knows that Earl is gonna fight Manny, which means a better, either negotiated sanctioning fee or percentage sanctioning fee for him being WBC, because that's how it works. You know what I mean? You either pay a percentage of your purse, or you at the level where you negotiate what you paying every time you fight. So you know what I mean?
So if
it costs to be the boss.
If Errol and Manny fight, who does Terence fight to keep up that level for that 2021 end of year undisputed bout?
This ain't even about Terence, but
no, I'm saying, like, you know what I'm asking, like, as you build the blocks, like, because it's a building story, right?
Danny, Broner.
Over Sean?
Broner fights in January. Fight Danny. Danny ain't never been knocked out, and you on a knockout streak. You just fought a common opponent in Kell Brook. You know, we didn't want that, and we took it. So nobody better not say they don't want Danny. Danny didn't get knocked out. Danny did better than Mikey Garcia. So, yeah, common opponent. Get Danny, build it up, get the old YouTube clips. Give me my credit when y'all use my video with Angel, talking about Terence. Go to back and forth, get the old footage from the amateurs. They 1-1. Get my interview again. Give me credit when Danny says he feel like he beat both. Put that on Fox, help TBV, BTBE, and then do that fight. Because what else is out there for Crawford? Who are you going to fight? I mean, if he could
Sean.
I'll take Mikey.
What about Sean? You don't want Sean?
I'll take Sean if they give it to him. I'll take Sean.
Over Danny?
Over Danny, yeah. He's not coming off a loss. He took a tune-up. Let Danny get a tune-up. I'm just throwing Danny's name at Crawford to give him the best possibility in terms of name. But if I want to think about Danny and his well-being, yeah, get Danny a tune-up the way they got Formella for Porter.
Okay, I hear that. Because the reason why I asked, and I'm saying just for the people out there to get an understanding of, like, how the mind works. I just want to know, like, if Errol fights Manny, like, we need a good opponent for Terence, so that 2021 undisputed fight, given if Errol does beat Manny, would be super huge off the 2 wins that they're both coming off, right?
I don't want Lipinets and whoever he had a draw with. Let them
Castillo.
Yeah, let them settle that. I mean, Castillo could get it because we knew he won. So right. Castillo could get the Crawford option, in my opinion. Not like they're going to ask me for my opinion, but like if they went Crawford versus Castillo, I would be happier than if they went Crawford versus Sergey Lipinets.
What about Thurman, revisiting a Thurman fight?
Same thing. If we talking about what's best for Crawford, yeah, Thurman's name is better. But if we talking about what's best for both, Thurman deserves a tune-up, right? Did he get one?
No, not off Manny.
All right.
No. Okay, cool. All right, so yeah, that's the lineup that I'm rocking with. You know what I'm saying? Manny Pacquiao, Errol Spence. Manny Pacquiao, Terence Bud Crawford, 2021 undisputed, and then Errol 2022 moves up and fight Canelo in a big super clash 2022 early first quarter, God's willing.
Someone made a good point. Manny not fighting Earl off a 2-year layoff. I don't know that it'll be 2 years if they fought in July. It'll only be 1 year, right?
Yeah, 1 year.
Or when did he last fight?
The last time Keith. When did they fight Keith?
Was that 2019 or 2020? Oh, that was definitely 2019. Damn, so
definitely.
He right. So he right. It would be a 2-year layoff. So maybe Mikey does get the Pacquiao shot. Damn, that's something we ain't think about. That's a long layoff, bruh. That's a long layoff. Yeah. Especially to ask him to fight. But then again, if you don't fight Earl now, you just getting older. That means you're going to be 42 when you fight Earl. But at least you're 42 and active, right? I don't know, man.
Nah, that's a bad recipe right there. But that Mikey fight was always in play. It's just that I felt like Terence and Errol were just bigger names for Pacquiao to choose from.
Nah, he might need the Mikey fight as a tune-up, you know? That's crazy that you would consider Mikey a tune-up, and I don't mean you. I mean the boxing fan in general or the managerial team of Pacquiao. I don't know.
At 147, yeah. At 147, they're looking at him like a tune-up. He performed like a tune-up.
That hurts.
He performed. I didn't say he had to, but he performed like a tune-up. Okay, when he fought Jesse, I don't know Jesse. Okay, I'm gonna leave that alone. I ain't gonna do that. Keep going, man.
Well, wait. Did Pacquiao knock out Jesse? Because Mikey dropped him twice, right?
Yep.
So he ain't that much of a tune-up. That's a common opponent with Pacquiao, and how much better did Pacquiao do? I mean, I remember he fought Vargas. I watched it, all that shit. That shit happened in Macau. I just can't remember how much of a beating he put on Jesse. Did he stop him? I don't even know.
No, he didn't stop him. Who? Pacquiao. Yeah, it was a good fight back and forth. Jesse was putting hands on Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Like a little bit like how Jeff Horn was. But Pacquiao is Pacquiao. He was getting his off. It was a decision win. He didn't stop him, just like he didn't stop Chris Algieri. I mean, and Earl slaughtered Chris Algieri. It's the same thing. It's, you know what I mean? It's fighters. Styles make fights. But that Manny Pacquiao, Mikey fight would be a good fight. The speed of Manny Pacquiao with the punching power, the ring IQ, and then flat-footed, big-headed Mikey Garcia. With that counter punching ability and power, it would be a great matchup. But I prefer to see Errol and Pacquiao. Isn't that Southpaw versus Southpaw? If I'm not mistaken, somebody in the chat tell me. Let me look. I think Pacquiao Southpaw.
Bro, the issue is we dropped a few fights and my phone is blowing up. Everybody's trying to figure out when's the next date and what's going on. We got people talking about they main event, so I got to make a poll. We got like 4 people can main event. It could be you and Stainless. It could be Jose and Loco Sands from Canada versus Sal from California. Marvin looking to come back. He kind of called out Keem. Keem looking to come back. I think he could be a main event depending who he fights. So my phone is blowing up, man. It's going, it's going
I told
crazy.
You to buckle up. It's going to get wild,
crazy,
brother.
man. Let's get to these callers, though, man. Let's go ahead and get your thoughts, man, from the people. You know the number to call in. 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget, you could also add Nestor Gibbs on Skype to be part of the conversation from anywhere in the world. And you can download that app absolutely free on the Android app market or the iPhone Apple app market. And while you're there, get that free Patreon app, because there's tons of Border Wars footage on Patreon and our YouTube channel memberships. Check out all the Border Wars content. We have polls out, plus the Untitled post is out. Today is Untitled at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Don't forget to drop your question about anything you want to talk about, either here on YouTube memberships posts for Untitled or Patreon posts for Untitled. What else is out, man? There's a lot out. There's a lot out. So visit definitely Patreon. That has a little bit more, as everything is not really able to be posted on YouTube just yet. But both getting the same equal content. So check it out. Matt Machine Gun Garcia and Chris Vega's fight is out. It looks perfect. And look, that's our version. That's not the professionally shot version. But we wanted to give you a little appetizer, man. You know what I mean? Let you go ahead and get a taste of what Border Wars was. So once again, the number to call in, 1-425-569-5241. Press 1 one time. Voice your opinion right here on the Voice of the People hotline. Don't forget to add Nestor Gibbs on Skype. We're talking Manny Pacquiao being impressed with Errol Spence's performance versus Danny Garcia last night, and wants to fight him according to all the information that we are able to find. What's that information? Sean Gibbons not only on his social media, but also having a sit-down conversation with Kevin Iole of Yahoo Sports and letting us know the following, that, obviously Sean Gibbons of Manny Pacquiao Promotions, who let Kevin Iole know that Pacquiao liked what he saw in Spence and is interested in facing him. Last time Pacquiao fought was 2019 in July. Spence said he wants to fight in the summer of 2021. Fox on PBC put out the imagery of Errol Spence Jr. versus Manny Pacquiao and asked you who's next. It's right here on our thumbnail. So we think that the breadcrumbs have been set for us to follow the pay-per-view that's to come. What do you think? Do you think Manny faces Earl off of 2 years layoff? Or you think he fights fighter blank? Fill it in, man. Fill it in. Give us some good old-fashioned boxing talk. It's the morning show. Wake up, wake up. Damn, we ain't got no beats. We ain't playing no beats in the background. We dropping the ball, man.
While you getting that ready, Boston Jared with a super chat. After seeing the success of Roy versus Mike, it's tough to imagine Pac not taking the Conor fight.
That's what I'm saying. The pressure's on Pacquiao because it's like, yo, you got Roy Mike. You got Floyd Logan. You can't just, not do big numbers. Pac might as well fight Canelo at a catch weight, man. Tell Canelo meet him at 57 or 58. Really suck Canelo ass down and do his last do his last hurrah fight. You know what I'm saying? At 160, come in 154, maybe 53. And hope for the best, man.
Why are you trying to get my mans and them killed, man? You tripping, man.
I'm just saying, dog. Who else gonna do big numbers like that, man? And Canelo, who knows, man?
Pacquiao fight Jake Paul, man. Forget that, yo.
I mean, that's a big ass dude, man.
Fight Jake Paul.
Yo, this is boxing, bro. That's no headgear, man. That's a big ass dude, man. He could fucking land one shot and blank Pacquiao. And yes, KSI beat Logan Paul, so maybe I'm bugging because that the brother can do it. I don't know. I don't even want to consider that. I don't want to consider that. You know what I mean? Is that a super fight for Pat? I don't know. I mean, look, maybe he could spite Floyd. Like, you fighting the brother, I'll fight the brother that's actually winning and knocking dudes out. I don't know. I don't know. That's how he could be doing it. But listen, man, let's go out to a little quick intermission. Real quick, we're going to go to... I was going to go to Across the Pond, but that's a 4-minute track, man. That's a long track.
I love Chris Rich.
I'm a real problem like Broner. Bring a lot of smoke like a stoner. If I hit you in your dome, bro, you gon' spin around like a revolver. Me and Stainless, we got this. Cross the pond, that's that hot shit. Boxing bars, better cop this. From London all the way to Long Beach. I'm Sugar Ray, you just salty, yo. Muhammad Ali, man, I rope a dope. Leave you on the floor like an overdose. And I ain't even talking about smoking dope. I'm overdope. One left hook and it's over, bro. Left hook coming like smoking Joe. Both of your eyes gon' slowly close. Looking like you came out of Tokyo. Man, I see through your lies like Pinocchio. All you do is run like the gingerbread. Blood on your scalp like a gingerhead. I'm a boss in this thing like Mayweather. All I'm trying to do is get paid better. 10 ounces, straight leather. Back money, straight cheddar. Leave with a bag like my Dana. Stainless, yo, that's my mic partner. Even when I'm down, I fight harder. Never too late, man, I'm like farmer. Soldier in this thing, I'm a ring general. Yeah, the kid's special. Got a lot of gas like I drink petrol. Body's gonna drop if I hit temples.
Cross the water, any stage, same square, same page. Left, right, it's fight night with my gloves. Come to your rib cages, lights out, cold case. My house, your place. Knock out, never walk out. All they talk about is who's this race.
Yeah, Stainless. Across the pond, baby. Round one. You know how we get down. It's TBV for life. USA, UK. And if you ain't on Patreon, stainless, hard work, dedication. Talk money, you speaking my language. UK, your head and station, don't matter, just sign the papers. Then we can make a range in the Mecca boxing. We can do it in Vegas, Brooklyn, Wembley, O2 Stadium. I ain't for all that explaining, bruh. That's what I brought Idris and Jamie for. I'm sick like Tyson the A's. The killing the wives, eating the babies. When I get crazy, maybe you shouldn't even play with us. Charged up on that crazy angel dust. Beats banging just like Everlast taped up and tapping that cranium. My lines come at you like a Tank Davis punch. This that mixtape, volume 1. Spitting these boxing bars across the pond. Going bananas, ain't shit, Donkey Kong. Get a body on box trick and I'll come home. It's lamps to the slaughter. So tax in the coffin. My man's just talking. I'm on that Tesoro face to face at the press conference. I throw tables and you throw water. Spam screen Ricky and I'm running with the Crawford. You sound moist, so speak a little softer. You can draw the boat with blood, think of the water. Just be cautious. We come from Jack Johnson, Sugar Ray Robinson, Ali Boomaier Rumble. My only advice for you brothers: stay hungry, stay humble.
Cross the water, any stage, same square, same page. Left, right, it's fight night. With my gloves come to your rib cages. Lights out, cold case, my house, your place. Knock out, never walk out. All they talk about is you disgrace.
We don't talk the same, we don't eat the same. Bring it to your door like a piece of man. Tiafimo, I'm back flipping. Long Beach all the way to Brixton. I'm a big dog, I can't hang with kittens. Head hog, call me Sonic nigga. Roll up, we start pointing pistols, get your clean next. I ain't talking tissue. Really from the hood, I've been on missions with them long noses like Scotty Pippen. Fuck a good time, I'm in a party tripping. All the hardest niggas, I done poly with them. If you say JP, I gotta get them. I'm the Pope, nigga, this is Catholicism. No apologies, I want all the beef. I got a God flow, I can part to see. I'm Al Heyman, don't talk to me. Racked up, they call me Triple G. I'm Mayweather with the shoulder roll. These niggas swear they hot when I'm ultra cold. This an overdose and an overload. We got long noses, Pinocchio. I'm Candyman, this is Candyland. I'm a big shark, you niggas Vandy cans. I'm the Holy Ghost, I'm blowing holy smoke. I'm ducking low like I'm smoking Joe. I'm a ultra swole, intellectual. I'm Picasso, let me paint the picture. I'm an ancient nigga, can't wait to get you. Cut them in half, make a straight division. Got all knockouts, can't make decisions. I'm from Long Beach, we call it Strong Beach. We don't wear Timbs or rock gold teeth. Fuck the president and the police. I got a long gun, they got a long reach. Just pray for me. Down on my feet, I never take a knee. Fuck the flag too, I just kill the beat. Long Beach nigga.
Fire. Let's get to these callers, man. We ready to go.
Whoa. Real quick, though.
These calls are brought to you by El Camino Electrical Services, experts in electric vehicle charging stations. For consultations and turnkey installation, visit us at elcaminoelectricalservices.com.
All right. We going out to New Orleans. Coach J-Mac, what up?
Remember to rate us 5 stars on iTunes.
Subscribe to youtube.com/theboxingvoice for the latest and greatest interviews with your favorite fighters.
You know how these bitches is in the sport. Total disrespect. Kid has no class, no style.
I'm a gorilla, I'm a dog. I'm a dog, I'm a gorilla.
The smartest thing you can do is to stay away from Terence.
It can't be the boogeyman if I'm chasing him. You want to bet? You can bet 100,000 on that. Let's bet $1 million. Easy. Let's bet $1 million.
Yo, good morning. Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Hey, I guess Errol Spence must have took Bob Arum's voice, as you can hear in my intro, about being smart and staying away from Crawford. Cause after this weekend's events and how he's moving, all this, I gotta hold him accountable. I mean, shit. If we held each other accountable, a lot of fights won't get made. It ain't the first time and the last time I'm fighting and say something that you can question. Well, damn, do we want to fight or not? Why is he saying that? They all do it. Errol has done it himself. So it's kind of a contradiction for him to call somebody out and hold him to something when at the end of the day he knows we just want to see the fights. If Errol don't get Pacquiao and get Canelo, I'd like to see Bud rehash the Pacquiao negotiations. If none of them fights fall through and Errol do get Pacquiao, I would love to see Bud fight his mandatory and Sean Porter. If it's not Sean Porter, I would like him to get a Keith Thurman fight for name recognition. Like everybody likes to point out, watch him dismantle Keith, then watch him beat Sean Porter. But if he got to fight Keith and Sean Porter,
cut it.
Look, the
fire's coming. Are you ready for the fire? Look, we're firemen. We are firemen.
One Productions. Okay.
BoxingVoice.com.
Hey, good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming at me real quick. I lost my voice again, screaming at Danny to swing. Hey, the next fight should be Thurman, and he might do it just to be spiteful and beat him up. I hope it is, but at the same time, Porter is his mandatory, but he's also Bud's mandatory. So it's going to be amazing to see how this works out. I know I owe somebody 100 push-ups, but I'm ready, dude. I'm going to film it and do what I got to do. Again, I was inspired by the Border Wars, and remember, I can be a ref. I can be a ref one day. So come to Florida, damn it. I'm here waiting.
Cut it. You know, Doomy actually thought of an idea like that because there are plenty of people like you know, that want to support and want to be there. And there are plenty of jobs that we can have you guys do. So he decided the idea of making like a tier for you to sign up if you want to be part of Border Wars from a different capacity, not as a fighter. You know, not everybody is a fighter. We can't force everyone to fight. You know, we do want to give everyone the opportunity to fight and live that dream as a fighter. And I just can't wait for you to see these professionally edited videos. I don't think there's ever been a Border Wars like this one. Shout out to everybody that made this possible and all the sponsors. Without you, it just wouldn't even happen. Shout out to Adrian Clark and the Dark Horse. Get that book. Man, yo, hit him up on IG, yo. I need y'all to hit him up on IG and let him know that you appreciate. If you a fighter, you should be hitting him up on IG, letting him know you appreciate him sponsoring Border Wars and allowing you to get those brand new Everlast Power Lock gloves, beef and broccoli color, you know, with the brand new Evercool Everlast headgear, all black leather. Come on, let's go, man. Hit him up and screenshot me, man. If you wanna show that you real, hit him up and screenshot me. I'm gonna show you massive love here on the show because we have to definitely let our sponsors know not only that we put the word out there about their brand, but that we appreciate what it is that they did for our Border Wars fighters, man. So definitely, man, take the time out throughout the day to hit up Kendall Holt, hit up Undisputed Boxing, you know, hit up Cito Ramos and, you know, Big Rig Trucking Agency. Hit up Brian Custer, man, and Last Stand Podcast and let them know that you truly appreciate them sponsoring Border Wars because it turned out to be even better of a product for you as a consumer who consumes those videos, right? Because even our fights, like we posted some fights on Patreon already that we recorded, even those look 10 times better, you know, from better lighting, better cameras, you know, better scenery. So definitely head on Patreon or YouTube memberships and check out the Border Wars fights. We're going out to Dom in Seattle. What's going on?
Mr. PBC, baby.
BoxingVoice.com.
I'm the finest. Canelo talking about he believe he can win. Go to my kitchen. Get the sharpest knife and cut the bullshit out. I don't care what you do good. I do every fucking thing great.
Mr. PBC, baby.
Good morning, TBV. What's good?
What up, Dom? Good morning.
Good morning. Today's a beautiful day in the neighborhood. I kind of knew that this was going to happen. The way they both kind of were moving. Pacquiao is the ultimate goal. Also, the secondary goal, but the first goal was...
Champ, we're going to come back to you. I don't know if it's the rain or the wind in Seattle, but one of the two got you, and you ain't sounding good. We're going out to Izzy in Oklahoma, assuming you made it back from Border Wars non-safe and back to talk some boxing. What up?
Is he busy?
Good morning. Good morning. Yeah, good show. A good showing this weekend. Fun time at Border Wars, as is always the case. Shout out to you, Nash. Shout out to Francis for holding things down. Shit, I forgot what I was going to say. I made it back good. Made it back safe. 5 a.m. Took a little nap on the side of the road somewhere on the border, Oklahoma, Texas. Damn, I forgot what I was going to say, Ness. Anyway, good show. Keep it up.
Pacquiao Spence. You think it happens?
I kind of just on my own. I had thought. Oh, I need to eat crow. By the way, shoot. If you could play that crow when you get a chance, I got plenty of crow to eat after my Danny and 7 prediction for 3-4 months. Additionally, I want PACMAN to take Mikey because I think that'll push the Bud Spence fight forward a little closer at least. That was my thought, just on my own. That was not part of the show, but anyway, eat my crow. Good show. We'll talk to y'all later.
Izzy, thanks for calling, man. Great dude. Thanks for showing up again. It was amazing having you. Great times. Crows for later, though. They shot crow later.
All right. We're going to JT, New Orleans. What up?
So interesting that you come across like a nice guy, but you're really a piece of shit. Hey, with that comment. Come on. That was a piece of fuck you. That was a piece of shit. You know, we're doing live TV. Man, I don't care. What you gonna do about it? I'll kill this mother. Why do you have to talk like that? Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. You have a problem? Turn off your station. I'm the best ever.
Yeah, good morning. What's up, yo?
JT, what up?
Once again, shout out to Border Wars. We talking Bud versus Spence. Right now, that's what we talking this.
No, Manny Pacquiao versus Errol Spence, potentially.
Oh, I think Manny probably saw that fight and probably think he has a chance, possibility on beating Spence. I see Manny Pacquiao speed being a little trouble for Spence, but I see Spence overcoming and eventually probably stopping Manny, I think. Or they're throwing in a towel on Manny. I got Errol Spence winning that fight. But if I heard y'all was talking about it earlier, Bud and Spence don't fight, and Canelo, he get the Canelo fight, that's gonna be tough to come back to get that Bud fight. And it probably won't be back at 47. It might be at 54 or something like that. If he went up there to fight Canelo, I got Errol in that fight against Canelo as well too. You know, Errol looked good coming back. You know, I think he wasn't 100%, but if he stay in shape and work hard, he go be more. He gonna be probably like a 90% next fight, and then we go out from there. That's my call.
Man, we talking about a 70-80% Errol Spence dominating Danny like that. I'm done.
Juan and the BX. And if you are calling in on Blog Talk, which is 1-425-569-5241, don't forget to hit that 1 button, letting us know you want to talk and not just listen. Juan, what's going on?
Yo, I'm good, Ness. I'm good. I'm at work. Good show, fellas.
All right. Mr. PBC, let's try you again.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Go ahead. We're going to see.
Yeah, so I kind of feel like Manny Pacquiao was doing this on purpose. And Errol Spence probably put his hands down for 2 rounds on purpose. And I see that Manny Pacquiao sees opportunities that he feels like is going to happen. But I've always noticed with a lot of fighters, they make these opportunities to make these fights and then make it seem like they're, trash and they can get beat. I would like to see, Sean Porter fight Terence Crawford and Keith Thurman fight Ugas. And maybe Danny can fight Josecito Lopez or Mikey Garcia. But Earl, I kind of felt like how he was talking last night and ducking the fight words with Terence Crawford, that he was looking forward to getting a Manny Pacquiao fight. That's my call.
All right.
Hey, hold on. Before you go, Ness, just wanted to draw something real quick. Damn it. Let us not forget. Oh, man. Move on. I love my thought.
That happens sometimes, man. We going
Oh,
out.
hold on. I remember now. Let's not forget that when Manny Pacquiao is fighting, his speed is what he uses with his, his punching ability. But Spence likes to walk his opponents down. He got a good jab, and he stays you on it physically. You understand? Everybody said they seen something in Earl. Mikey said it. Danny said it. Sean said it after he fought Mikey. Then after Errol fought Spence, Danny said, oh, if he's getting touched up like that by Sean, if I hit him, I'm going to knock him out. We didn't see nothing like that. So now Manny Pacquiao stepping up saying, oh, great performance. I think I see something too. Yeah, what you see is an L. You might be face down, ass up. Let's keep moving.
We're going out to Florida Zone. Keem.
There's nothing in the sponge for Izzy. He ain't got nothing in there. Where the team at? Oh, he got J-Mac giving excellent instructions over there to Keem the Dream.
Yo, what up? Can y'all hear me?
Yep.
All right. Good morning. Welcome back. I ain't got to watch Border Wars yet, but I'm excited to catch that. I don't even really know too much about what happened. A little bit, but I don't really know anything, man. So I'm excited to see how that went. But obviously I know I picked Danny. Danny disappointed me. Felt a little Adrian Broner-ish, just not throwing enough, not doing enough. I think he had a decent game plan. He wasn't throwing enough punches, man. And Spence looked pretty good. But I agree with JT. That don't look like 100% Spence to me, and he still beat Danny down. So, air was a problem, man. And I guess fighters aren't the only exception to the I see something thing, because sometimes we'll say, if you're a guy who's looking outside looking in, you're not a fighter. Of course, you're going to think this and think that. But it seems like fighters do the same thing, right? Because Mikey thought he seen something. Now Pacquiao thinks he's seen something. Danny thought he's seen something. But you get in there with Spence, man, it ain't nothing. So I think he dominates Manny Pacquiao. We got to see him fight Crawford, man. We got to see him fight Crawford and then move up, because I think he dominates Thurman too at this point. Like, he needs to fight Crawford and then move up, because he's dominating these guys at 47. He's doing what he wants. So yeah, that's what I got, man. I think he stops Pacquiao. If not, he dominates 12 rounds, maybe 11-1 or something like that. But yeah, that's all I got, man. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, you in shape? You gotta get in shape, boy. You got people who want your scalp.
I'm comfortably 185, and I got no problem getting to 75, maybe 68, man. We'll see.
But listen, Linda. Why? You need to get on the horn with Marvin. Marvin about to vacate the belts to go down to 175 to then fight you for no belts when y'all could both fight at 190. Have him keep his belts. You don't have to weigh 190 to fight at 190, just like he don't got to weigh 190 to fight at 190. If y'all got weight loss journeys, he's still the champ. Like, I'm telling you, these dudes with poor management, my man just went into that fight with no rematch, got lucky to get a draw, you know what I'm saying? Because if he wouldn't have got a draw, he would have lost those belts. So it's like, bro, poor management, and that's what I mean. Like, why would you vacate to go down to fight? Unless I ain't vacating to go down to fight for nobody unless it's like, oh, I'm vacating because I'm going down to fight for another title. Like, there's another title there. They recognizing me as a champion in the other division, and they're giving me a shot at the champion in this division. Like, why would you go down and vacate to start over brand new? And for you, as the Dream in Florida, why would you take on a challenge of Marvin, who's more experienced than you, in theory, on Border Wars, like, for free, no belt? That's stupid. Keem, not Keem, but what up? Good morning. I'm telling you, man, everybody could just sign under Ness Heyman and learn how it's done, man.
Just like the king is what I mean. The king is what I mean.
Top of the morning, TBV. What it do?
What up? What up? What up?
Hey, yo, shout out to A-Side Keem. That's why my man want to vacate it. He want to bout with Keem. A-Side Keem in Florida making it, celebrating with his family. He see what being Somebody roll their window up, man. They tripping.
That's Stunner, man. Damn, Stunner, what's up, man?
And you from Jersey, Stunner. Come on, down on Route 18, bugging, man. Don't do that. Yo. Y'all can hear me, Crisp?
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, yo, A-Side Keem. Shout out to A-Side Keem. Shout out to his baby's girl birthday. You know what I'm saying? Somebody mentioned it last night, but listen, Spence and Pacquiao, who am I to judge? That's a money fight. But then that's where I gotta change my narrative for the new year. I'm gonna start separating. Yeah, for the pockets, for this, for that. But do we need to see that fight to say that Spence is better than Pacquiao? No. But if we go in that route, do we need to see Spence fight Pacquiao in order to draw out Floyd, since Floyd is fighting Jake Paul? In the crazy world, maybe. But that ain't the fight we want to see. But who am I to get into? Because I can't pay him what he'd get from fighting Pacquiao.
Cut it.
Majid Orlando, what up?
Majid.
Yo. Everybody need to like, subscribe, and join YouTube or Patreon for something. Fuck it, but join them both. But hey, man, my outlook on this is I feel like, PBC, Top Rank, they like to keep most of their shit in-house. So I feel like business-wise, I can't see no reason why, if they could get a Pacquiao and Spence fight, why they would choose Crawford just for the, just keeping it in-house like they do. Not saying that I'm all right with it, but I just see like Pacquiao versus Spencer do big numbers. You got the Philippine followers and all these Texans and whoever the fuck else supports Spence. So if they gonna go for that fight, that's the way that I see it. Because I mean, Ness, if those was your two fighters and you had two champions in one weight class, somebody else talking about they won 60-40, I'm pretty sure you'll just stay in-house and get that money until all those doors close. So I ain't saying that I condone it, just saying that that's what I see happening, and that's my take, man.
Yes!
We going out to Mike in Michigan, what up? Mike in Michigan.
Yo.
Yo.
Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Yeah, you can hear me now?
I hear
All
you.
right. Yeah, I ain't called in a while, but I had wanted to call in, talk about the Spence. But I was afraid it was gonna be the same after the accident or whatever. But now everybody want to fight Spence. It seems like they didn't want to fight him before the accident. Now Spence, Pacquiao. I definitely think Pacquiao didn't want to fight him because he had a chance to fight him. He picked Keith Thurman, I thought. So, but I think Spence looked all right. But I think he probably should take another fight before he take Terence Crawford before the big fight. But before the accident, I had Spence winning close. But I like both fighters. They're both great fighters. And I had to lean towards. I just like Spence jab, man. I think his jab won him the fight in the Terence Crawford matchup. But I think Spence probably fight Keith Thurman next summertime, or somebody like that.
You don't think it's gonna be Pacquiao?
Or well, Pacquiao. That's what I'm saying. After the accident, I think Pacquiao. Yeah, that's a bigger fight though. So yeah, that's a good point.
But do you think
Pacquiao didn't want to fight him?
But do you think Pacquiao's gonna pick him?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't know. I don't think so. But it definitely could happen. I mean,
all right. Well,
do you think so?
Hard to say. But Mike, man, thanks for calling in. Let me get to James. What up? San
Hey, Ness, can you hear me?
Antonio. Yes, sir.
Hey, I had as far as Pac fighting Spence, man, I'd love to see that fight, and I think he wants to go for it because he's saying he wants to unify, and so I think he's going after Pac and then Terence, but maybe not Terence because Terence don't want to take the 60-40. But I don't see nobody else he's going to fight because Ugas ain't going to bring no money. Nobody else is going to bring any money. He's been shunning Thurman, so my thoughts are he'll fight Pac next for the money, and he might shun Terence if Terence don't want to take the money at 60-40 and maybe move up to 154. But if he does that, if he fights Patrick Teixeira, he's gonna have to go after Jermell, right? But that's his stablemate, ain't it?
Yeah, Jermell's a stablemate.
Yeah, because I don't see him doing anything else at 147. One other thing, Ness, let me get your thoughts about this, because I listen to you guys because you guys give me a lot of information. How come Manny Pacquiao is never mentioned on pound for pound?
Because it's just like he's been there for so long, they take him off. But his win over Thurman should have done that. But then again, the people that vote you in and the people that talk pound for pound, they know that Thurman was injured and off.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm here at work, man. You have a good one.
All right.
Yo, can I ask you a question, please?
Mm-hmm.
You don't like Sean versus Rel for a championship fight? From the vacant titles?
Why are you doing that when we can do a Border Wars show and do that properly? But I'll say this.
I just thought I'd ask.
Aren't you reading the Border Wars chat? This is on
am.
fire.
It just
But
came
that's what
off
I'm
my
saying.
mind.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
It's like this. One got a loss, one got a draw. So, neither got 2 wins. But we can petition. Is there not another 190-pounder out there more deserving? I don't know.
More decorated? I don't know.
Maybe. It's like, if titles become vacant at 190, right? You never know who was friends with Marvin and didn't want to compete versus Marvin. So hypothetically, maybe Cruz, who constantly fights at 215, 210, and 190, will say, I want to fight for some vacant titles. I want to be champ again. What if Doomy says, well, damn, I never took it serious because at Cruiserweight, it was Marvin who's my friend. You know what I mean? I want to get in there with Sean and Rel. They're young, they're tall. You never know. It's like whose name can go in the hat. But let's go to Sony, Cincinnati. What's up? No Sony? Stunner.
Yo, can y'all hear me?
Yep.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah, so before I talk about the fight, let me just say, as soon as this weed gets legalized in Jersey, all my Roselle connects are getting cut off, man. False advertising. But, facts. Nah, but as far as the fight, this dude Spence, man. I didn't want to pick a winner. I thought it was a 50-50, but, man, this dude Spence dominated Garcia. But I do want to make this point. Now, as dominant as Errol Spence was, hold on. So we have Danny Garcia, Mikey Garcia, and Sean Porter. I'm going to ask y'all, if you put those 3 fighters in the ring with Jaron Ennis, them dudes is not making it 12. Do y'all agree or disagree?
See, Jaron's still young in his career, so to speak. Like, he hasn't really fought that name yet, so it's hard to say, you know?
Be honest, I'm pretty sure that Errol Spence, through the back of his eye, has been seeing what Jaron Ennis is doing. And I wouldn't be surprised if he tries going to 154 before he sees Ennis. Because, to me, call me crazy, other than the pressure and the body shots, I don't really see nothing that Spence does better than Ennis. He's taller.
Cut it.
Steve in Chicago, what's up?
My town up in K-Town. Hey, Daddy, this is Dollar Beat.
I drink soda, I eat pizza, I hang out with chicks all day. These fighters still can't beat me. They fighting every day, they in the gym every day. Just give me 6 weeks, and I got it.
Boxingwords.com.
Yo, good morning.
Morning.
Yeah, this is the fight I've been beating the drum for. You got to look at it like this, Ness. If you're Manny, you've seen Spence go 12 with Mikey. You've seen him go 12 with Danny. Like, why wouldn't you get in the ring with him? You know what I'm saying? Like, why wouldn't you? I mean, this is what's got to be next for me. Manny, he don't need a tune-up at this point in the game. He's not. He might be a little rusty, but hey, he'll be all right. But one of your callers said something about that could be a reason Spence didn't say anything about Crawford, and he might have not wanted to ruin the Pacquiao fight by going after Crawford right away. You know what I'm saying? Like, he might have did that on purpose. Talking about other stuff besides Crawford, even though Crawford was there. That he might have did that purposely because he's got Pacquiao in the back of his head. What do you think?
I mean, it makes sense hearing you say it out loud. Because Crawford said the same thing after his fight. He said he was interested in the Pacquiao fight. So, I guess why ruffle the feathers? But let me get to some other callers. Stone Bone Boxing, what up?
What up? Yeah, Steve. He didn't say Bud name because he didn't want the smoke. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna play psychologists and therapists and sit down Earl on the couch and see, hey, why didn't you call out the guy or respond to the guy in your city, in your town, in your building, sitting there smiling, taking pictures with your fans? So we ain't gonna play psychologists. But Pacquiao, he's been off. If he fight Earl in the summertime, when did him and Keith fight? Like July or something? 2019? What was that early?
Yeah, July 2019.
So you telling me from July 2019, 2021, so 2 years, a whole real 2 year period, not a 16-month that we rounding up. Literally 2 years. Earl said he fighting in the summer. The earliest that would be May, June, July. So Pacquiao is gonna fight Earl coming off sitting around for 2 years. I don't believe it. You know what I mean? He probably coming back to fight, but it won't be against Earl. I believe he want to get the money. Whoever willing to pay that 23.5. Well, it went up now. That was the old negotiation. Whoever gonna pay the 25, Pacquiao might cash out and do it. But it's hard for me to see him fighting either one of them dudes coming off a 2 year layoff. It's liable to be an MMA guy. I'll catch y'all in a minute.
All right. We going out to Greatness, striving for greatness. Greatness, what weight you trying to fight at? Let's get all this hammered out, man. Border Wars 10 March.
I thought you wanted to do a show. You something else.
Yo, you right. Don't answer that. We doing a show. I'd rather do a show. He's right. Don't answer that.
All right, I dig that. What time is that?
You can't throw a hint out there though. Fuck it.
Yeah, man. Yo, we a full 180 right now, man. I could easily stay here at 180 or drop down to 160, 168, however we plan on doing it, man. This gonna be my debut. Like I said, man, striving for greatness, trying to look out for a good fight. But when's the Border Wars?
Well, you gotta wait for the show. Wait for the show. We'll
Today we're gonna set it up. It'll be scheduled. We're gonna do it today for sure, guaranteed.
That's the talk that I like to. That's the talk that I like to hear. But before my time run out, man, again, I want to shout outs to all the fighters in Border Wars, all the fighters that's fighting professionally. That definitely, hopefully, y'all got home safe and feeling good, man, feeling healthy. You dig what I'm saying? And ready to do it again. So shout outs to Spence and Danny Garcia. Danny Garcia, definitely, I hope that he could get a good fight. Somebody had mentioned Jose Cito Lopez. I think that might be good, maybe. And then Spence, man, like I said, I want to see Spence Crawford next, but I don't think that they're going to fight each other right after. I think they're going to fight each other when possibly when Crawford's contract is up. But who knows, but Spence did his thing. I want to see an opponent try to make an adjustment with Spence's jab and how he puts pressure on. Because clearly nobody has an answer. People are successful with Spence with the right hand, but they can't find no adjustment when he really turns up on them. So it's going to be a good fight ahead, man. Spence versus Crawford, and we gonna make things happen.
Cut it. Yeah, I like that. That Josecito Lopez 2-5 fight for Danny is nice. I think Danny knocks him out. That's a good comeback fight if they can make it happen, in my opinion. Who next?
We got Lids Low, Decatur, Georgia.
Get your ass in the ring and
Ain't no
swing, man.
boxing motherfucker like this.
BoxingWiz.com.
Hey, Daddy.
Boxing thinking man's game.
This a dollar bill.
Skill up here. You gotta get out and think of motherfucker. That's what
BoxingWiz.com.
CDP, what's happening?
What up?
Oh man, everything kosher. Shit, shout out to Spence for doing his thing. Danny was looking bad, man. Danny need to let his pops go, man. I think he should have been did that, but he need to let his pops go. His pops in the corner wanted to get on him so bad, but I guess the dad took over, and this motherfucker was over there talking all soft and shit. He should have got in Danny's ass, man. About a second, third round, he should have been talking shit to Danny. But that's how I feel about that. I think what's gonna happen. Danny should go and fuck with what's his name, Mikey. Let them do the Garcia thing, cause Danny about his chick, so let him go do that. But we'll take on Porter next, just so we don't have to hear nobody else's mouth about who we fight. But we waiting on. That's my call. Shout out to everybody. I'm out.
All right. We got a lot of callers here, brother, so we're going to go to Francis to hold it down. Francis,
Who next? Yeah, I'm here. Who next? You going to a caller?
Hold on a minute. Let me read your last text. Let's see. All right. We got... Damn, I got to check all these numbers on blocks. That's why I need a minute. So many people. But let's just go to... Oh, Stick Talk Boxing. Talk to me.
Yo.
What up?
Yo.
Ain't nothing, man. I'm just joining in. I just want to say salute to y'all. Ain't nothing. I'll catch the next show. Shout out to everybody that was in Border Wars. Y'all did your thing. Glad everybody made it safe. Everybody keep it up. Keep the show going. Good work, fellas.
All
right. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it. What we got next?
We got...
And then I got
Jonathan Sims.
Top of the morning, TBV family.
What's up?
Thanks for another show. Man, where do I start? First, I think it's funny that, fans, call in and say that one man who showed up to another man's fight, because he didn't get called out, that man doesn't want the smoke. I just find that hilarious. But me, I'm on neither guy's side. I think both of them BSing about the fight. I think both of them showed us that they don't really care to have the fight, and we the fans care more than they do. But Crawford has done his definitely fair share of BS, and so I'm not about to blame either guy. They both don't want it. I'm worried about Crawford, especially at top rank, because I'm scared that Bob is really not about to pay these fighters for him to get in the ring with anybody of significance. So the only way I see even Porter getting in the ring if he just succumbs to his WBO mandatory status, because Crawford's not about to negotiate any fair terms with him. In regards to Pacquiao, I would like to see that fight, but if it does happen, y'all can kiss that blood fight goodbye completely. I already don't think they're going to fight, especially at 147, but if he get that Pacquiao belt, it's a wrap. Bud is not about to, 60-40? He said no. If Earl gets that Pacquiao belt, then what? This fight is so cool. Come on, bro. I wouldn't even say no shit like that, homie. So, we as fans just got to do a better job at what we're going to promote and call out and give our energy to. If they don't want to fight, then fuck both of them. Whatever. We'll just support them on the fights that they fight that we agree with. But if they not trying to fight each other, why are we wasting our time?
90 seconds.
Who don't care what we think if we not supporting what they choose to do at that time and point. So why are we wasting the energy on that? If they don't want to fight each other, all right, don't fight each other. We just will move on. If you don't do the numbers you're supposed to do in that next fight, then listen to me, because I'm paying the dollar. If not, whatever. So that's the attitude I think we need to have.
Cut it. Anthony and Charlotte, what up?
Just listening.
All right, all right. We going to Davidian, Buffalo Falls. What up?
Man, I don't know. I would love to see Manny. That'd be amazing if Manny actually fought Errol. So, two southpaws. I still think Errol would be because of Manny's age, and I'm a big Manny fan because he really is a legend. So, but I think Errol would do damage on Manny. But I don't know. Of course, I want to see the Crawford fight, but
10 seconds.
I don't know. We have to wait and see how that plays out. Great show as always, and that's my call. God bless you.
Thank you for your call. Thank you for your call.
All right, we're going out to a new caller in Dallas. Who's this?
Who's this?
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, man?
What's up? What's your name, brother?
Hello?
Yes, sir. What's your name?
Hello?
Yes, sir. What is your name?
TBV.
What's up, brother? What is your name?
Oh, yeah, man. My name Pike, man. Hey, I've been listening to you guys' channel for, a couple of years now, though, man.
You said your name is Pike?
Yeah, Pike. P-I-K-E.
All right.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. But, I checked out the Garcia fight, man, and Spence, man, and I feel like Danny could have did more. And I just think Spence was just overall better than Garcia. But, with the Manny fight, I just think Manny too old for Spence, man. To be honest with you, I think Manny too old for Spence. I think Spence will flush him. And I just want to see him get it on with Thurman and Crawford, man. I just think them the two fights I want to see him fight. And then, clean that out, move up to 154 and let it go from there.
All right, champ. Well, thanks for calling in. We got you down. We'll definitely address you by name and look forward to your next call. We're going out to Big Drew, East LA. What up?
Yo, what up, Ness? What up, Lil Frankie? How you doing? Yo, shout out to Border Wars, man. You released those two fights. That's what's up, man. Corey, I think it was Florida and Texas, and then you got those other two dudes, man. Left it all in the ring. That was awesome. But yo, man, you guys were so professional. You put so much work into that, and then shout out to King Born too. I'm not trying to pick on you, but man, you was killing the vibe, bro. You didn't know what you was talking about. You were making all this like Bo Holyfield 5. What happened to Bo Holyfield 4? You're saying, oh, these guys are like when Hopkins and Tony went at it. They never went at it. And then these dudes are middleweights at least, and he's saying, oh, he moved like Pernell Whitaker, only smaller. Pernell Whitaker was a light. Yo, it just killed the whole vibe, man. You guys put too much work in to have somebody that didn't know what they were talking about doing a blow-by-blow telecast. That's my only critique about it. Shout out to King Born. I ain't trying to start nothing. I love you, but sometimes, you got that one friend you don't take to the movie theaters because they're annoying as hell. You just want to enjoy it. So shout out to everybody on TDV. You guys are doing a good job. I'm not sure what's up with the WBA. Manny Pacquiao holds the WBA welterweight.
Cut it. Drew, thanks for calling in. It's a time limit. And I do get you, everybody ain't everybody's cup of tea. But we do thank King Born for being there and assisting us. We're understaffed and underpaid when it comes to putting on this event. So it takes a lot of our very own community members to step forth and help us get this event off the ground in hopes that, it becomes bigger. But so shout out to Coach J-Mac, JT, Stainless couldn't make it, but usually does. Shout out to Izzy, who's been a regular now. Eric Cruz, who we couldn't get it done if it wouldn't be for you.
Shout out to Kels, who couldn't be there.
Yeah, shout out to Kels, who's usually a regular and couldn't be there, you know what I mean? But shout out to everybody that helps, Mario was supposed to be there, but he ended up in the hospital. You know, so we wishing Mario is doing better.
Speedy
He's got
recovery.
another actual doctor appointment today, so he hit me up already this morning. So yeah, you know, he would have been doing it, and then Enrique usually does it, which people really do love Enrique when it comes to the blow by blow. But Enrique's on a real big job. You know, he's a real, you know, fancy schmancy movie guy, so he'd be shooting different stuff, man, and you know, he just couldn't take off. And going to Texas, you know, everybody couldn't handle the mandatory quarantine. That's exactly why Steve Willis had to cancel on us, because, you know, you fly back and you, depending on your state, it's a mandatory quarantine. And not everybody can afford to stay home for 14 days. So yeah, man, we appreciated everybody, you know,
Like
and,
I'm
and,
doing
and
right
we
now.
strive to get better, and we will get better, and eventually, you know, look, it's like I said, Francis did, I mean, an amazing job, but even he needs an intern for that day. You know, even he needs an intern for that day. We made mistakes that, you know, we need someone that's constantly reminding little things, like a checklist that doesn't ever stop being checked. But yeah, boomerang time for Mr. PBC.
What up? What up?
Or did we do that? No, we didn't. We only went to him once.
Yo, can you hear me?
We hear you. We hear you. King Corn here.
Yeah, I predicted this last night. That I just felt like it was a rat race for Manny Pacquiao. You know, I'm pretty sure Terence Crawford wanted to go in the ring, but in the back of his head, he's like, man, I still want that Manny Pacquiao fight. Just like Errol Spence. You know, Manny Pacquiao feels like he's seen a lot. There was a lot of situations I've seen with Errol Spence, but with Danny Garcia, he really needs to get rid of his dad. Not in a bad way, but I just feel like he has so much potential. Like really, really, really does. The way he got off at the last round, the dude has a lot of potential. But shout out to all the people who really believed in him. You know, he really is a good fighter, and I feel like he needs a potential trainer that would take him to the motherland. You know, Sean Porter, you know, he's obviously going to get his mandatory. I don't want to see it. I'm pretty sure Terence Crawford doesn't want it either. But if they're friends, you know,
Cut it.
Yo, I need to know something real quick. What is the fascination with firing people? What about adding somebody to the team instead of getting rid of his dad? Why wouldn't you just add another boxing mind to the team instead of getting rid of his dad?
Yeah, man. I hear that. That sounds smart. That sounds good.
Like, you know what I mean? Add another angle, another style, somebody that can gel and flow. I don't know, man. It's all about teamwork makes the dream work, man.
Yo, did we go to JP this morning?
Yeah, we did. No, yeah, from Long Beach. Yeah, we
Beach?
did this morning. Yeah.
So Boomerang is Stone Sony. Stainless Boomerang? Yes? No?
No, we didn't go to JP yet. No, we didn't.
All right, JP. I thought we played that. Oh no, that's because I heard you on the across the pond. He was like, "We don't talk the same. We don't walk the same."
Yeah, that's what I thought too. It got me too. Yeah.
He need to make that his new intro, bruv. Yo.
Long Beach in the house. Yeah.
That was true, Boston Jared. Billy Briscoe was in Danny's corner. What up?
Good morning. Man, good morning. Team grind team. Francis and Ness, do me, man. Y'all be grinding, man. I see the hustle. It's real, too. It's a real hustle. Border Wars again. Everybody, if you could be a part of, I came as a spectator. Like I said, I speak from that view. Bring your lady out. Y'all rent a hotel. If you come as a single man or, you know, just on your own for the weekend, see if you could get a spot at the Fighter House. But it's worth it. You can center your weekend around it. You can come out, take in about 6 hours of good entertainment, be around the fam, come over, chill. It's well worth it. So I definitely have it set in my itinerary going forward. Man, Pacquiao's a fucking wild card to me.
You know what I mean? I don't think anybody. There's no style like Pacquiao out there. It's like he's a one and only. And people are just not ready when they get in there with that thing. Him and Spence would be a southpaw versus a southpaw, so that would be interesting. But I just think Pacquiao, like he caught Keith early, and Keith, you see Keith came on late and started to adjust. But even Mayweather was overly cautious, already a cautious fighter, but overly cautious versus Pacquiao because it's just you can't train for that. So I would love to see the fight. Of course, we all want the real one, the Crawford and Spence, but I would still love to see that fight. And if you're Spence, that got to be your number one priority, of course, monetarily. So yeah, that's my call, bro.
Yo, JP.
Yo,
you gotta tell the people like the experience, you know what I'm saying, at the fighter house, having to chill with the brothers and you getting met work for free. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
just everything that was going on with Border Wars. Yo, next level.
Yeah, next level, man. Like I said, as far as the getting to meet the fellas, like I said, J Mac picked me and Joe up from the airport, took us in, hella gracious. Being at the damn fighter house, I got to see. I watched Doomy and Francis take a damn gummy that Joe made. And then we proceed to work pads for about the next 5 hours. Doomy went into Doomatron mode and just wanted to work pads nonstop for about 5 hours. Man, if you get, I have a pretty serious job. I have a family. So being able to wake up and my only priority is to fool around with the fellas, talk some shit to them and, talk about the things we disagree on first thing in the morning and last thing at night. I'm just talking shit, man, and just having a good time. Just getting to meet all the fellas, Eric Cruz, JT, J Mac, Super Mex, Marvin, Matt. Man, I mean, the list goes on and on. Jonathan Baker, you know what I mean? The list goes on and on. There's a lot I'm leaving out. Izzy, my man. King Born, man. I want to see King Born pop up. We haven't seen King Born pop up since we all left the thing. So, and I know Born be out there listening. So, shout out to him. I hope everything's all right. And man, it was just a great time. I'm definitely going to do it again, just for a getaway. So, if it's fellas out there that want that getaway, this is a good one, man. Take it.
Yeah, man. Yeah, listen.
Hey, we got
it's
to see
already
prime,
planned.
yo.
It's already
the Dominican Nightmare, man. We got to see the Dominican Nightmare, the young Ali on the pads, man.
Oh yeah. We released that to Patreon and to YouTube memberships early, and now that those videos are actually all the pad work is actually out right now on YouTube for all our non-members and non-Patreons can see. So you got some behind the scenes footage with JP. You get to see the mansion and how big it is and those ceilings. You get to see Francis, huh? Is Francis better than we thought?
No, you got to see
Francis.
Ali.
Hey, yo, Stainless, I did that for you, champ. You know what I'm saying? You one of my OGs. I need you to see what you're getting into. You know what I'm saying? So now you get to see a little bit of Francis' technique. But yeah, man, we're gonna go ahead and get to Stone Bone Boomerang.
Yeah, man. I'm not gonna get here and sit here and be like, oh, Earl want to fight Pacquiao, so he don't want to fight Bud. Now neither one of them want to fight each other. This shit is hilarious. Daddy was a top welterweight. Then Earl just dispatched of. Listen, I'm a Bud fan, but I ain't gonna sit here and act like this dude is some coward or some chump just because he ain't speaking like we want him to talk. And I ain't finna sit here and say, oh, Bud don't want to fight him because he didn't jump in the ring. You guys got some standards that you don't even live by on your daily to hold yourself to. You holding fighters who, for our entertainment, take beatings in the face, who get people dying in the ring, and we just acting like these guys are just so fake and this is so fickle. These dudes don't want to fight each other. This is the worst thing that ever happened to boxing. They ruining boxing, but nobody is forcing them Euros to fight each other.
Cut it.
All right, stick around, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget to subscribe right here to youtube.com/The Boxing Voice and continue to help us on our journey to 118,000 subscribers. Right now, we are 117,137. So we're moving little by little. Keep telling a friend to tell a friend that we're here every single day talking boxing with you, and we will be back with some Anthony Joshua and Tyson Fury talk. There's some heavyweight rumblings going on. Plus, we're going to schedule this Border War show for immediately after this. Give us a little couple minutes to get, coffee and a bagel, and we're right back to work. That's GTO, Instagram and Twitter. Catch us on the next one.
NEX UP Sports Talk. NEX UP Sports Talk. Facebook, Twitter, IG, YouTube. Check me out. Smash the subscribe button. Smash the like button. On the way out. Catch you on the next one. Peace. Thank you to the man upstairs for sure.